Would all please rise for the salute to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated.
School board members, teachers, family, friends, and the class of 2011. A wise man once stated that happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on a light. That wise man was Albus Dumbledore in the third Harry Potter novel. Believe it or not, I have found that the Plymouth Whitemarsh class of 2011 draws extraordinary parallels to the Harry Potter novels. Experiences and lessons contained within resonate with our class as we embark on our own magical journey forward and into the real world, whether that real world be college, a vocational school, a career, or whatever other plans we have set for ourselves. Just as our days have drawn to a conclusion at Plymouth Whitemarsh, the Wizarding World is also almost complete. This July, the last Harry Potter film will be released. Although never again will there be another Harry Potter movie played in theaters, we can still reflect on how much we've enjoyed them, how much we've learned, and how much we've grown since we saw the first movie in second grade. Likewise, never again will we sit in a PW classroom with the same students we have for so long. However, we will never forget the memories we've shared and how we've grown and transformed together. Over the past 12 years, we have each encountered different types of teachers who have helped us to succeed. We have had the Professor Dumbledores and the McGonagalls, the teachers who work above and beyond to help us learn. These are the teachers who every day inspire us to be better people and to put forth our all, and remind us of the spark we can find in the darkness if we try to discover it. We have also learned from the Professor Snapes, the teachers who seem tough on the outside, but in the end, truly held the best of intentions and also facilitated our growth. In addition, over the past 4 years, our class has become as close as a Gryffindor house. Although we may not have fought any three-headed dogs or dark wizards together, our mere Muggle class was always here for each other. We stood strong through low points, such as when we experienced the possible threat of a school shooting. We survived the swine flu and the 6-day weekend due to the snowstorm of 2010. Together, we celebrated the highs, like when the Phillies won the World Series and when our boys basketball team won in the state competition. We were here when our class won Color Wars in our senior year, and the excitement and passion in the bleachers could compare only to a Quidditch World Cup. We were also the first PW class to experience the wizarding world of Harry Potter in real life on our class trip to Florida. But above all the big events and moments that may stand out, we were here for each other on the ordinary days. We were here for each test, fight with a friend, breakup, or other stressful situation that may seem minor in hindsight, but meant the world at the time. Together, we stand here, ready to graduate, prepared to take on whatever faces us next. In the end, Harry overcomes his nemesis, Voldemort, by turning on the light of love. Readers that may have questioned how a measly boy could defeat the most powerful dark wizard of all time discover enlightened wisdom when they come to understand that love prevails over all. If we continue to support each other, maintain the support of our families and other loved ones, and create and sustain new relationships with people who also care for us, our future accomplishments are limitless. I know that the Plymouth Whitemarsh class of 2011 will forge ahead to accomplish great things and be great people. May you all become successful Ministry of Magic officials, Hogwarts professors, and wand makers. Okay, or maybe teachers, doctors, artists, or whatever else your dreams, or whatever else will fulfill your dreams. Thank you.
On behalf of the entire Colonial School District community, congratulations and best wishes are extended as you embark upon the career path of your choice. Know that the Board of School Directors, teachers, administrators, support staff of the Colonial School District have provided an excellent foundation for your future successes. Of note is the following. Class of 2011 members have been offered over $2.4 million in scholarship money. Over 94% of the class will continue their education. Of the top 200 students in the class, 94% will attend a four-year college or university. The Plymouth Whitemarsh High School class of 2011 includes 8 National Merit Scholars and 23 students who are named AP Scholars following their junior year. I'd like to acknowledge the following groups of students, and I would like them to stand if they could. National Merit Scholars, finalists, and commended students, please stand. And remain standing. National Honor Society students, please stand. Our AP Scholars, please stand. And I believe we have one student entering the military, and I would like to recognize that individual. And if you could stand, please. And as they say in the military, fair winds and falling seas to all of you. You may be seated. Over a period of 39 years in education, I've worn many hats. So tonight, as I graduate into retirement, I wear this hat to honor you and what you've accomplished. PW is truly the tie that will bond us forever. Having given approximately 18 graduation speeches over the years, I've always encouraged graduates to dream, to have a plan to make that dream become a reality, and to embrace a work ethic to get there. Graduation is one of those shining moments to recognize accomplishments and milestones in life. It is also a time to reflect and think about one's future. Whether your next step is college, technical training, the military, or a job, know the challenges, known and unknown, lie ahead. When my daughter left to serve her country, I gave her a compass and I aligned it to True North. True North represented her core values so that she would always remember where she came from, who she is, and to have the quiet self-assurance to be herself. Moving forward, I encourage you to identify your true north, but know that while old-fashioned, integrity, morality, and loyalty are absolute values in defining yourself. In the end, it is not the successes or failures that will define you, but rather how you respond to each. Know that you are the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Use this guiding principle to achieve the extraordinary. You have the skills, you have the ability, you have the foundation, and you live in a country in which dreams become a reality. Congratulations, class of 2011.
Standing before you as one of many, separate yet equal, I see the truth of what we are. We are trees within the wood, our limbs, branches, stretched towards progressive opportunity, rooted now where once were saplings, seeds which would render the same in only such a forest as this. Of us, some will be harvested and set forth into the world, where they are to become parts, each piece designed as sustenance of the complex in which one lives. Those who go begin now to function in our world. They are our paper, cradle of the written word. They are our support, foundation for those who turn the wheel. They are our home, warmth in the bleak cold of night. Some of us may linger here for another season more, protected from the harsher winds, which know our every edifice, would tear our roots from this earth, wear down the will to grow. It is these forces which break the will of innocent minds, unable to bend to the flood, bound by uncertainty. Another season will sooner pass, and with it will you be at peace. What is now shall be strength. Your form develops into a bark, thickened over time, and forced by encouragement, freed from its bondage. And yet, many will be lifted from this soil to grow again and in a far forest more dense, where they will be given new root, Not to learn to survive, for that is well known, but to understand their placement, our placement, in the echoes of eternity. As we grow along our paths, some will grow distant, leaving only memory for thoughts past, while others will grow even more close, forging bonds stronger than ever thought possible. But as our layers of wisdom thicken, we may come to realize that wherever we are in the seasons to come, be it across the world or continent, or simply down the road, when we look down the path of our winding trails, we will remember that our roots remain here, drawing all of life from this ground.
I'd like to welcome everyone on this bright occasion as we commemorate the hard work our class has put forth these past 12 years. So good afternoon, school board, loving parents, dear friends, supportive teachers, and finally a big warm welcome to those who this is all about, class of 2011. Congratulations, seniors, on making it this far. How many times did you sit at home and stare at your homework or realize that the new class you were taking required much more effort than you initially thought? Personally, there were many times when I felt like waving the white flag of surrender, ready to claim defeat. But there was always a voice inside me telling me that one day it would all pay off, that the reward of hard work and determination was too sweet to even imagine. As I stand before you, I realize that none of you would have arrived here without hard work and determination. Now let me ask you another question. How many times have you struggled through a problem in class and wondered, when will I ever need this in life? Whether you admit it or not, I know that this is one question teachers will never stop hearing. Sure, there are obviously a few random physics problems we may never use in life, or a few English plays we still can't comprehend. Who knows beyond our short-sighted perception of ourselves? For example, Hamlet was a play that initially seemed extensive, dull, and somewhat anticlimactic. But as I reflected back upon it, the message of not procrastinating and never waiting to follow your instincts is embedded within me. Sure, I may not have such a tragic downfall as Hamlet's, but every time I even think about putting off work, I remember Hamlet's downfall from procrastination, and strangely, it reminds me to stay on top of things. So never underestimate the value of anything. Just because we can't see the purpose of it now does not mean it has no purpose at all. We shouldn't so precipitously cast aside the fruits of experience life yields us just because we simply deem it as useless or pointless relative to our self-image. Sidney J. Herentz once observed that the whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. As we revise our self-image by deciding whether or not to continue with our education, we must not forget the journey we took to come this far. We may have come from different schools and different backgrounds, but ultimately we ended up at the same place. But what will you do with the education you have just received? These past 12 years have tested us in every field of life: studying, socializing, preparing, interacting, and adapting to new settings. The skills we have learned in school are ones that will continue to shape us throughout life. It provided us with a window to the real world. And now we can confidently take the world head on because we have been fully prepared for what may come. Life is about learning and using those skills to make ourselves better. So with that, let us embrace the skills we learned these past 12 years and with open arms face the world with confidence, knowing that we are adequately prepared. Let's stop staring at ourselves in the mirror and open our minds and hearts to view the outstretched horizon that is unfolding before us through that window. Class of 2011, as we move past high school, let us realize that we seek not to actually move past high school. This isn't the end to friendships or leaving everything behind. We all seek our separate paths, but something that will always remain with us are the memories that we have created these past 12 years. The laughs, the cries, and the tears will always be embedded within us as a sign of our development into young adulthood. No doubt lingers in my mind that a single one of you sitting here will fail to succeed. Consequently, let's just thank the people who have paved our way thus far, without whom our success would not even exist. Let's thank the parents who have supported us in our journey to this temporary destination. Let's thank the friends who have been that shoulder to cry on and rock to spring from as we negotiated our hurdles. But most importantly, let us thank the teachers who have shaped us into the knowledgeable graduates we are now. Without their patience and faith in us, where would we be? So here's a thank you to everyone who took the time to guide us on our way. So class of 2011, as much as you are anticipating receiving that diploma, just remember the wise words of Edward Kennedy. Our future may be beyond our vision, but it is not beyond our control. Never give up, class of 2011, because with hard work and determination, anything is possible.
It is with great pride that I officially present the class of 2011 of the Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. I present them to Mr. Gary Johnson and the Board of School Directors, to Dr. Vincent Cotter, Superintendent, and to the Conshohocken, Plymouth, and Whitemarsh school community. I certify that the students present here this evening have met the graduation requirements of the Colonial School District and are eligible to participate in this commencement ceremony. On behalf of the class of 2011, I thank everyone involved in planning of our wonderful commencement ceremony. Though many people in several different departments were involved, our greatest thanks goes to Associate Principal Karen Gephardt and her assistant, Mrs. Savage. They have worked with our staff and students throughout the year to make every detail of this event perfect, to honor our graduates properly. Graduates, let's thank all of them and all of the parents that assisted in making your senior year full of wonderful, fun activities. "13 years ago, you were excited, or maybe nervous, to start your first day of kindergarten. But at the time, you had no idea about the implications of the journey you were about to begin. You had no idea that after kindergarten, there would be a first grade, a second grade, and finally senior year. In senior year, this is where you became, and I'm just going to highlight a few, the state wrestling champion, a member of the lacrosse team that won the school's first league title, one of 14 graduating senior cheerleaders, the lone football player to represent PW in the Montgomery County All-Star Football Classic, one of the 9 art students from PW that got into the 2011 juried PSEA art show, the Suburban 1 All-League first team catcher, one of the best flutists in 16 states, a member of the championship indoor guard, a member of the Marching Colonials that won Best Guard, a nominated Cappy's critic, a nominated featured actress, a pole vault record holder, a 100-meter national champion, and the Pennsylvania Class 4A Basketball Player of the Year. And those are just to name a few. And finally, I would ask that my AVID students please rise. As a member of the senior AVID class that earned over $1.4 million in scholarships to continue their hard work in their post-secondary endeavors, congratulations. You may be seated. Today, I know that you are standing on the brink of a future that is the rest of your life. Some of you here today, including your parents, are wondering, how your lives are going to turn out. It's okay to wonder, but I also think it's important to realize that your future is not just something that happens to you. It is up to you to create. Many of you have already begun the plan for your journey. Next year, we will have Plymouth Whitemarsh High School graduates in 25 states, as well as the District of Columbia. States such as Hawaii, Florida, Michigan, California, Arizona, and Tennessee, just to name a few, will be graced by the presence of our graduates. Our students will walk the halls of Cornell, Duke, Vanderbilt, UNC, Penn, and Yale. I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you. Take what you have learned the last 13 years and put it to good use. Leave behind what isn't helpful and bring forward with you the lessons that will be the working parts of the greatest journey ever, your life. Congratulations.
Good evening, fellow board members, administration, faculty, parents, guests, and especially the class of 2011. On behalf of the Colonial School Board of Directors, I would like to thank the staff at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School, Central Monaco Technical High School, and the entire district staff for your commitment to making a difference in the lives of every graduate. Let's give them a round of applause. Tonight is Dr. Cotter's last commencement as Superintendent of the Colonial School District. On behalf of the Colonial School Board of Directors, I would like to thank Dr. Cotter for his many years of dedicated service to the Colonial School District, and we wish him well in his future endeavors. Let's give him a round of applause. Class of 2011, you have represented the district with distinction. You should be proud of your many accomplishments. You have excelled academically, in the arts and music, and athletically. You were recognized as one of the top high schools in the country for AP achievement and participation. Your commitment to community service was commendable. Tonight is your commencement. Commencement is not the end of your journey, but a new beginning. Commencement is defined as the beginning, to commence, to start. Tonight, you will start a new journey in your lives with new challenges. Vince Lombardi, the legendary coach of the Green Bay Packers, said, "The greatest accomplishment is not in never falling, but in rising again after you fall." Tonight, when you leave Colonial Field or the gym, you will start a new journey in your lives. If you are furthering your education, entering the workforce, or serving our country, you will face many challenges. You will face roadblocks and may stumble along the way. The biggest mistake you can make is not getting up after a fall and facing your challenges with confidence. You can face your challenges with confidence because Plymouth Whitemarsh has prepared you to face your challenges and be successful. Your teachers have given you the tools you will need to accomplish your goals. Take the success you have attained at Plymouth Whitemarsh and build upon it. You have the foundation to be successful. I am confident when you leave tonight, you will all rise to the challenge and will achieve much success. Remember, the greatest accomplishment is rising again after you fall. As a member of the Plymouth Whitemarsh High School class of 1976, I welcome the class of 2011 into the Colonial alumni family. To the graduate that is serving our country, thank you for your service. Class of 2011. Class of 2011, congratulations and much success in your future endeavors.
It is now my honor to present the diplomas to the officers of the senior class. Class President, Stacy Mi Wong. Vice President, Megan Kathleen McCreesh. Secretary, Jeffrey Ten Rowe. Treasurer, Michelle Ann Kudak. Coordinator, Rachel Stephanie Hoffman. Coordinator Dana Jill Reeses. We thank you for your service to the class of 2011.
Jordan Gregory Bellis. Jacob Garner Berman. Catherine Ann Biddle. Erin Daniel Beeler.
Ariana Paige Aaron. David Benjamin Adler. Gabrielle Aiello. Erin Alexander. Bria Lynn Allen. Corinne Alyssa Amen. Courtney Adele Anderson. Kai B. Appel. Alexandra Vanya Arthur. Brooke Patricia Aschenfelder.
Brian Michael Byer. Nicholas Alexander Burster. Alexander Black. Alex M. Blumenthal. Kyle Patrick Blunden. Joaquin Howard Blythe Jr. Tyler R. Bogus. Jalen Alante Bond. Charles Kevin Bono. Alexa Rose Burkowski.
Donia Hisham Atia. Megan Renee Augustine. Colleen Ann Babilis. Miranda Lee Bacon. Marcus Thomas Badger. Sean R. Bailey. Joel Douglas Baker. Stefan Jonathan Baker. Stephen R. Barlow. Ryan Brooks Bottinger.
Tessa Marie Burkowski. Tyron Damon Borum Harris. Tyrone Devon Borum Harris. Alex James Kielostri. Lauren Elizabeth Christensen. Brandon W. Chung. Matthew Sean Cifolelli. Brittany A. Clemens. Maxwell Harrison Cohen. Joshua Michael Cohn.
Jamesia S. Bowers. Michael Joseph Bradley Jr. Justine Marie Brody. Lauren Bryant. Philip Anthony Bucci. Veronica Rose Burns. Alyssa L. Butcher. Jack A. Cady. Julia Anna Campbell. Ian James Bullock.
Dominique Marie Coletti. Sean E. Collier. Christopher Michael Conicello. Brittany Kauru Conquest. Michael Cristiano Consorti. Devin Marie Corcoran. Charlotte Joanne Cornog. Christopher Robert Easley. Tessa Carmela Eberly. Kiana Love Ebron.
Wendell Corey Cassidy. Nicole Ashley Capizzi. Michael Murray Kaplan. Tyler John Capone Vitale. Gaetano Anthony Carlamagno III. Jordan Philip Castle. Jacqueline Castillo. Caitlin E. Chabot. Andrew John Cox. Samantha Elizabeth Cox.
Andrew Francis Ellinger. Eric James Ellinger. Brandon Nicholas Ensley. Lauren Elizabeth Enslin. John Everett. Castro Fazliu. Christopher Timothy Ferris. Bridget Jean Fireman. Lauren Elizabeth Fisher. Andrea Marie Fondas.
Erin Taylor Carini. Emily Ann Cruz. Winfield Scott Colt Jr. Justin A. Cummins. Shelly Ann D'Onofrio. Kevin Andrew Daly. Samantha Lynn DeLuca. Victoria Rose DeLuca. Sean Michael Dennis. Anthony Eugene DePaul.
Deanna Joy Form. Sean Anthony Guerra. Kelly Marie Hackenbrack. Brittany Ellis Hanna. Leela Rochelle Hannah Cohen. Kanisha Hans. Rosa Jean Hargrove. Justin Daniel Hark. Clayton Richard Harris. Carissa Renee Harrison.
James Joseph Devlin. Adam Thomas DiGiacomo. Nicholas Anthony DiGiacomo. Andrew John DiGiandomenico. Pooja Dindigal. Brandon Christopher Dixon. Kevin James Doherty. Molly Bess Johnson. Mark A. Forsberg. Brittany Christine Frisbee.
Darren F. Hartnett. Kyle Thomas Hatfield. Zachary Max Hedgepeth. Josephine Marie Heil. Kayla Lee Helton Hamlet. Jacqueline Amy Jaffe. Michael Henry Janizek. Brian Stephen Jedinak. Nicholas R. Jeffries.
Michelle Lee Gallagher. Patrick John Gallio Jr. Arthur Joseph Garman Jr. Alexandra J. Guerra. Eric A. Giannoni. Taylor Patrice Gilbert. Alexander D. Gimme. Justina Rose Giorgio. Michael Gissy. Sean Michael Givnish.
Harvey William Jones III. Colin Tyler Joka. Richard R. Caney. Jordan Sari Capel. Alex Saxon Katz. Brandon Zachary Katz. Anna Kelly. Griffin Ian Kelly. Dennis Patrick Kennedy. Daniel Patrick Kenny.
Tymir Gold. Marcus S. Glover. Jessica Ann Goldberg. Haley Nicole Gorenflow. Mary Shari Grassley. Alexandra May Griffin. Samantha Louise Griffin. Samuel Gilmore Griffin. Brianna Monet Henderson.
Kayla Ann Corain. Rose Selavi LeMay. Alicia Nicole Lamaza. Michaela Elizabeth LePen. Francis David Lawrence. Megan Elizabeth Lawrence. Jordan G. Liebold. John James Lenhard. Chloe Leschner. Kyle L. Lester.
Robert Chad Henley. Hannah Heritage. Dimir Rashad Higgins. Jessica Hockman. Jameer Rashawn Holloway. Robert Maxwell Holzman. Yubin Hong. Matthew Horning. Aubrey Badia Howard. Ricardo Deshawn Howard.
Ross Matthew Levin. Sierra A. Levin. Natalie Elizabeth Long. Jacob D. Lorenzon. Andrew R. McElhenney. Paul Charles McGlynn. Andrew Colin McEwen. Thomas McManus. Brian William McMonagle. Patrick J. McKee.
Kevin Niall Irvin. Philip Alexander Icarino. Dakota Thomas Icavino. Nadia Imani. Ariel Rebecca Ingber. Elizabeth Ray Isaac Herzog. Samantha Rachel Kessler. Krupa A. Khatri. Sarah Elizabeth Kijak. Stephen J. Kim.
Brian McNichols. Allison M. Melvin. Melissa Elizabeth Mendez. Thomas Edward Mesunis. Alexa Ray Milano. Madison Reed Milano. Lawrence Andrew Melillo. Brianna Lee Miller. Zachary Brian Minjone. Eric Nieves.
Daniel Kim. Nicholas James Kirby. Kayla Elizabeth Kirscherman. Meryl Joy Klein. Rachel Ann Klondar. Stephanie Catherine Connect. Emily Ruth Kachanowitz. Kelsey Lynn Conrad. Colleen Nicole Kress. Michael P. Kress.
Kelly Ann Nitka. Hannah Catherine Nordberg. Ryan J. Notariani. Danielle M. Notero. Seth Harris Nuttall. Alex Sampson Nunamaker. Corey Kalela O'Brien. David Thomas O'Neill. Justin Oliverio.
Skylar Elizabeth Fryer. Jack M. Lakowski. Richard Nelson Lowe IV. Craig Francis Lowry. Corey Elliston Lutz. Catherine L. Lyle. Ryan S. McGowan. Brenna Nicole Malley. Caitlin Ashley Malley.
Brian A. Orozco. Stephanie Oxenrider. Lamar Vance Palmer. Taylor Marie Pantano. Ashley Mary Costa. Kelsey Beth Rauscher. George Curtis Rawling. Kevin R. Redinger. Michael D. Remashewski.
Jessica Sarah Marcus. Jonathan Marinelli. Harry Andre Mosseri. Devin Mogul. Brandon Paul Mazars. Daniel Robert MacArthur. Briar A. Miscavige. Courtney Monique Mitchell. Rory Lee Mitchell. Alyssa Ashley Modica.
Lily Alexa Rice. Alexis Hope Robbins. Taylor Marie Rocas. Stephen Joseph Bracioli. Danielle Rosenberg. James Frederick Royster III. Matthew Sabin. Jessica Lynn Sachs. Melissa Mary Sands.
Faith Lynn Monke. Jessica Lee Moore. Ashley Catherine Morgan. Hero Narayan Morris. Casey Lynn Moyer. Dennis Michael Mullen. James Paul Mullen Jr. Christine Rose Musinski. Alexandria Lee Negron. Carl Nelson Jr.
Jasmine Santee. Jordan Lynn Snyder. Jonathan Michael Statz. John Joseph Stahl. Gabriella Arthea Stamler. Chad Aaron Stante. John Michael Stoudemire. Colin Coyle Steinberg. Diana May Stilley. Christopher Michael Steitler.
Casey Elena Nelson. Robert Allen Neuschwander Jr. Galen Lee Newsome. Vivian Thong Nguyen. Nicolina Gianna Passanante. Rachel Alyssa Patchen. Jordan Seth Paul. Dylan Nicholas P.A. Stephen William Pepper. Stephen D. Perry.
Chastity Shanice Strong. Zachary Michael Stewart. Derek M. Stufflet. Michelle Erica Sturm. Sham G. Sunder. August A. Taglianetti. John Nicholas Tammany. Christina Mary Taramina. Wayne Marquise Thompson. Jake Allen Thornton.
Sean Matthew Pester. Melissa Ashley Phipps. Rodman W. Pashan. Michelle Marie Pisani. Zachary Andrew Pogast. Matthew P. Prendergast. Gina M. Prieto. Samuel J. Pygott. Ashley V. Quinty. Studi K. Santosh.
Austin Mark Tominski. Galen Bayard Tracy. Kevin Choi. Annette Sipkin. Dylan Joseph Urban. Samantha Lee Ucia. James Thomas Van Buskirk. Michael Travis Vaughn. John Baker Veit. Carl Trunk III.
Nicole Belmont Salino. Justin R. Schatz. Melanie Rose Scheel. Brandon Alexander Schwab. Rachel Marie Sharillo. Cameron B. Scott. Danae Nicole Scott. Taylor Nicole Seda. Michael Sergio. Anthony Richard Severino.
Lindsay Alexandra Wacker. Emerald Nicole Walden. Brittany Lynn Walk. Lindsay Ann Walters. Bradley James Wanner. Andrea Nicole Warmington. Carly Rose Watson. Deanna Marie Watson. Philip James Weber. Katie Michelle Weidman. Margot Lindsay Weinrob.
Reshma Mary Trainson. Zachary Lee Sheridan. Ronald Sheffield. Kelsey Ryan Silver. Jason Ryan Slutsky. Sabrina Kayla Smerecki. Kristen M. Smith. Michael J. Smith. Rebecca D. Smith. Samantha Lynn Smith. Thomas J. Smith III.
Alexis C. Wilson. Daniel J. Wilson. Dana L. Wisniewski. Joseph Michael Wisniewski. Lucas Xavier Wisniewski. Rachel Morgan Wolfheimer. Lauren Ashley Wood. Kenneth Michael Yanni. Danielle Leora Zeidel. Stephanie Ann Zigmont.
Anthony D. Wilson. Allison Rose Weinstock. Megan Helen Weir. Emily Sarah Weiss. Julian Newton Weiss. Martin Adam Max Weiss. Scott Samuel David Weiss. Sky Lee Wenhold. Amanda Marie Whalen. Andrew Charles Williamson.
Graduates, please move your tassel from right to left. I'd now like to introduce Nicole Capizzi, Student Council Vice President, and Studi Santosh, National Honor Society President, to present a special gift.
Thank you, Stacy. On behalf of the student body and staff of Plymouth Whitemarsh High School, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to present our superintendent, Dr. Cotter, with this gift as a small token of our appreciation for his service. Dr. Cotter will retire after 39 years in education, 17 of which he served in the Colonial School District. And under his leadership, the Colonial School District has blossomed into one of Montgomery County's premier districts. Dr. Cotter, we'd like to demonstrate our gratitude for your commitment to public education. And as your daughter enters the Navy in Pensacola, Florida, we hope this gift will allow you the opportunity to share some time with her. Again, Dr. Cotter, thank you for your service, and we hope you forever remember the Colonial School District as your second home.
It is my honor to announce this year's senior class gift. On behalf of the class of 2011, we would like to make a donation to the Denise Katita Foundation. Denise was a bright, vibrant, and well-loved young woman who cherished her time at PW. In remembrance of Denise and in honor of her family, the class would like to continue the Foundation's mission, which enables students to experience the trip of a lifetime, the senior class trip. Just this year, the Foundation awarded 4 grants to 5 students, to 5 seniors, providing them with the financial assistance to join in this spectacular experience. We hope that this donation will assist others in attending this magical trip. On a personal note, it has been an honor and pleasure serving you, the class of 2011, as your class president for the past 3 years. But none of this would have been possible without the effort and dedication of our class sponsors, Ms. Bianchino and Mr. Chang. Thank you for all of your tireless efforts in guiding the class of 2011 to this special day and making our 4 years so memorable. And to my peers, I've had the privilege of getting to know many of you, and I wish each and every one of you the most success and happiness in whatever paths you choose. Thank you for making my experience a special one. Please rise for the singing of the alma mater.
Oh, may the ties that bind us carry through the years with our belief in God and freedom, future without fears. For this is our heritage from our patriots true, instilled by you the red and blue of Plymouth, Whitemarsh High.
And now, class of 2011, you are dismissed.